Today on Weenie Envy. Dream Stalker. 1 and 1 blue for a 1/5 illusion creature. Dream Stalker doesn't have much going for it, but it's actually a very palatable effect. Dream Stalker comes into play and then, or rather, it enters the battlefield. You return a permanent you control to its owner's hand. The reason why this is actually a nice effect is because it allows you to recur all of your come into play effects like Snapcaster, but you also work with Mnemonic Wall or Man of War, and it even works very well with untap effects like with Pestermite or Cloud of Fairies, Peregrine Drake, even Great Whale, or even Palancron. That effect of being able to get an extra ability out of a creature that enters the battlefield is very strong, and that's why Dreamstalker fits into a lot of categories. In particular, let's say you have a Palancron, but you don't quite have the mana to return it to your hand and then cast it again. Or rather, you can cast it. Well, essentially what I'm trying to say is, let's say you only have about 9 or 10 mana. You don't have that 11 to start off the cast because you've had to counter something or one of your lands entered the battlefield tapped. Well, if you have the Dreamstalker, you can tap it for the 2 mana, play it, return the Palancron, cast the Palancron, and then untap all of your effects. Again, giving you all that mana to start your infinite combo, if you need to. But just the fact that Dreamstalker works on its own is pretty good. If you haven't played a land yet, you can cast Dreamstalker for the 2 mana, return one of your lands that you just tapped, and put it back into play. Essentially, Dreamstalker is just a 1/5 creature for 1 mana. It also works very well with Assault formation, meaning it deals the damage with its toughness instead of its power, making it essentially a 5/5 creature for just 2 mana, or perhaps just 1. The other neat thing about it is that it works well with cards that have detrimental effects. If you have something that attacks or doesn't untap or for any other effect, like say Mana Vault, you could cast the Dreamstalker to return it to your hand for only the 1 and 1 blue. You're going to play the Dreamstalker anyway. It's a decent blocker. But then you have your Mana Vault untapped to cast again for 1 colorless mana. And it also works with a strategy that really relies on toughness. We've talked about, of course, Assault formation, but imagine a black-blue-green deck playing Phoenix. Then Phoenix God of Deception. You could then use Dreamstalker to tap and mill 5 cards, just for 2 mana. Like I said, it's a very nice card that works with a lot of different recursion strategies, and it's very budget friendly. That's why it's the subject of today's Weenie Envy, Dreamstalker. And I hope this has inspired you to look at your high toughness creatures a little bit differently and what sort of effects untap and have good enter the battlefield abilities. I mean, this could go in red-blue with Avalanche Riders, or green-blue with Acidic Slime. There's a lot of decent effects that Dreamstalker works very well in. Most people overlook it because they think, well, it's just a 1-powered creature for 2 mana. That high toughness often escapes everyone's grasp. But I hope you're having a wonderful morning, a wonderful afternoon, and or a wonderful evening, and I hope tomorrow is even better. Take care, everyone.